Okay, my name is Lynette Bennis. I'm presiding tonight because Mayor Hill is absent. This is the Village of Round Lake Beach Board meeting. Tonight is Monday, August 8th, 2016. It is 7:02 p.m. Will you please call the roll?
Trustee Husk.
Here.
Trustee Valdez. Trustee Wallace.
Here.
Trustee Butler.
Here.
Trustee Bennis.
Here.
Mayor Hill.
Let the record show a quorum is present. Would you please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, letter C, approval of agenda. Did everyone have a chance to look over the agenda? Any questions, additions, or deletions? Hearing none, can I have a motion for the approval of the agenda?
Second.
Motion made by trustee Valdez, seconded by trustee Wallace. Will you please call the roll?
Trustee Valdez. Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
All right, that passes. And approval of July 25th, 2016 council meeting minutes. Did everyone have a chance to read over the council minutes?
And I'll make a motion.
Thank you. Motion by trustee Butler. Do I have a second?
Second.
Will you please call the roll?
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Okay, tonight we have approval of expenditures in the amount of $521,232.48. Some of our bigger bills this month were for our health insurance, which was approximately $125,000, workers' comp, which was roughly $10,000, and police pension fund distributions, which was over $100,000. Any questions on the warrant list? Can I have a motion to approve the expenditures?
So moved.
Second?
Motion made by trustee Wallace, seconded by trustee Butler. Will you please call the roll?
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez. Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Okay, and tonight there is no ratification. Do any of the trustees have any standing committee reports? Okay, there is no mayor's report tonight. Is there a clerk's report?
No, there is not.
Okay. Moving on to our scheduled business, item A is a resolution approving an agreement with Community Champions. John?
Correct. This is a contract that's been discussed in committee with, with the board, and it helps to formalize the arrangement between Community Champions and the village in regard to tracking and retracking vacant homes in our community, as well as the very important information that relates to property ownership and home ownership with those items. So I think there were a couple of questions that came out of committee that I believe Lisa has gotten squared away and answered in the current draft. And as far as I know, it would be in order to consider for approval at this point.
Okay. Any questions up from the board? Okay. Can I have a motion approving a resolution for an agreement with Community Champions?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made by trustee Husk, seconded by trustee Wallace, and that, oh, nope, not there yet. Will you please call the roll?
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez. Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye. And that passes 5-0. Item B is a resolution authorizing and approving an award of contract to Morton Salt Incorporated in an amount not to exceed $37,928. Scott?
Yeah, this contract was a joint bid through Lake County DOT with multiple municipalities in the area. We had a little bit of a surplus from last year, so the quantities have been adjusted. This contract for Morton Salts through the Lake County bid was about 600 tons at $63.20, which is a little bit lower than last year's bid. And and staff adjusted the numbers so we'd have the right amount of salt for this year's snow
Okay.
events.
Any questions from the board? Okay. Can I have a motion authorizing and approving an award of contract to Morton Salt in an amount not to exceed $37,928?
So moved.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by trustee Butler, seconded by trustee Valdez. Will you please call the roll?
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
And that passes 5-0. Item C, a resolution approving the intergovernmental agreement with Round Lake School District 116 for the purchase of rock salt. Scott?
So the school district approached us at the end of the last season, see if they could help them go out to market for salt as well. Since we do have two contracts, the one that was just approved, and then we have a state one that's a renewal. They give us the quantities, which would be 250 to 300. Again, we adjusted our bids accordingly, so we'd be able to sell them salt at the state rate that we purchase salt from. And this contract would, again, just run from our salt, the winter season, which would be April 30th, 2017.
Okay. Any questions from the board? Okay, can I have a motion approving the intergovernmental agreement with Round Lake School District 116 for the purchase of rock salt?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Husk, seconded by trustee Butler. Will you please call the roll?
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
And that passes 5-0. Item D is a resolution approving the purchase of an electronic spreader control from Monroe Truck Equipment in the amount not to exceed $23,262. Scott?
So this purchase would be, came from a few of our, we were tracking our salt usage on the old hydraulic spreaders compared to the electronic spreaders. And we found that there was a large efficiency gain if we upgraded the vehicles that made sense to an electronic spreader to save on salt and deliver a higher level service to every route. So the cost effectiveness is about 30%, and most of the cost would be regained after about 2 years.
Okay. Any questions from the board? Can I have a motion approving the purchase of an electronic spreader control from Monroe Truck in the amount not to exceed $23,262?
So moved.
Can I have a
Second.
second? Motion made by trustee Wallace, seconded by trustee Butler. Will you please call the roll?
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
That passes 5-0. Item E, an ordinance amending section 328 of the Village Code regarding the number of liquor licenses. John?
Yes, this ordinance has two basic functions to it. One is as a housekeeping aspect, and the other is to create a new Class D license. So in total, the ordinance that's before you restates all the number of licenses that are in effect right now based on the renewal period we just went through. I should note that we had two previous license holders that did not reapply in this last renewal period, and that ordinance also creates the one new Class D license that was reviewed in committee and has passed the background checks and would be ready to be issued as well.
Okay. Any questions from the board? All right. Can I have a motion amending section 328 of the Village Code regarding the number of liquor licenses?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Butler, seconded by trustee Husk. Will you please call the roll?
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez. Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
And item F, an ordinance modifying certain sections of Title IV, Chapter 1 of the Village Code to modify the structure of the police department. Chief?
Yes, this ordinance deals with the organizational structure of the police department, and we recently had a retirement of one of the sergeants. So in line with the plan that we've been working with the board and the mayor, we need to amend the ordinance to reflect the retirement.
Okay. Any questions from the board? Okay. Can I have a motion modifying certain sections of Title IV, Chapter 1 of the Village Code to modify the structure of the police department?
So moved. Second.
Motion made by trustee Wallace, seconded by trustee Husk. Will you please call the roll?
Trustee Venice.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez. Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
That passes 5-0. At this point in time, the meeting is open to public participation. If anyone would like to address the board, please stand, come to the microphone, and state your name and address for the record. Okay, having no public comment, let's move on to executive session. We do have executive session tonight for probable pending litigation, land acquisition, executive session minutes, and personnel. Can I have a motion to go into executive session?
Second.
Motion made by trustee Valdez, seconded by trustee Butler. Will you please call the roll?
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Venice.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
That is approved 5-0. Okay, we're going into executive session.